Hello everyone, and welcome to this Zen and Sever deck guide. Zen is one of the most played heroes by me in Siege of Corruption. I just love the card Cable Car Station. It's so fun, so good as well with the hero power, because if one of your expeditions moves forward, if there's no character facing it, you draw a card. So that even works with the Cable Star Station. So let's have a look at the deck. First Zen, at noon, if you are the first player, your hero expedition ascends. Which means that if you are matched in stats, you will move forward as well. And when one or more of your ascended expeditions moves forward, if there's no character facing, you draw a card. So with this hero, you will ascend a lot, you will draw a lot, and there are games where you have like 8 cards in hand just because of the hero power. So, as I said, one of the main cards in the deck is the Cable Car Station. Arrow, you draw a card and then you gain 2 move counters, and you can spend one of your move counters to make sure that one of your expeditions moves backwards and the other move forward. And if it does, and you are extended and there is no character facing it, you will draw a card. So that is what my main thought process was about. I love this card. It looks beautiful, it's fun, it's something different that we used to be of orders, and that's why I built this Cable Car Station Zen. So to make sure that we keep drawing and we keep doing stuff, one of the other cards in the deck that is the Western Wind. I got 2 copies of this as well, and it does the same thing as Cable Car Station. It's just a 1 mana magical training, but then in orders, if you got an ascended expedition and there is no character in it, yeah, you use this and then you draw a card. It's a very cool interaction with Zen and Sever. Also, because I love a little bit of the Cable Car Station permanent thing, I have to find myself some Giants which you may activate the abilities of target permanents you control. I will come back into that later. That's why I run more permanents with the handy arrow effects. The first one is the arrow at leaf. You may send to reserve a target character with hand cost 2 or less. And when you are sacrifice this card, you can resupply. And for 1 mana, you can sacrifice it. With some of the other cards, I can just put this into my landmark zone. Access a little bit of removal, and afterwards it can gets me a resupply as well. A really cool card for this deck, and you will see later a little bit of why I play this as well. And the other one is the rare Armor Jammer. It's arrow sabotage, and when it leaves your expedition zone, it also sabotage. And with stuff like Gian, you can trigger this as well, so you have more sabotage options available to yourself. So this is my permanent package, and to make sure that those permanents will get used a lot, I run also the Axiom Signet. You can choose 2. You can always create a brass bug. You can target permanent you control activates its arrow abilities, and that's why this is really handy. So we can remove a 2-cost character, we can draw a card and get 2 move counters again, or we can sabotage with this card. And also you can discard a permanent with hand cost 3 or less. That is great into the Opera House builds of Axiom and Lyra. It's really good against those Havens, Axiom permanents, Bravos permanents. This is really nice to have as well. Also against Lindiwe, you can remove the lanterns. You can also remove the Babas Isba. It's so flexible and it's so good in this build. Even as 3 cost, I always create almost always a token. So that's great. And I run Arrowlet Reef, and that's why we have Lies of Withdrawal. Again, we can discard those permanents like Hive, like any other big cost thing, and also boosted characters can we remove easily. So that's my removal spot with the Arrowlet Reef. So how do we get the rest of the deck? Because we run so much permanents. I will start with this one as well. the Rika Investor. At dusk, create a mana seed token in your landmarks. This is a really good card. Yeah, we are getting landmarks and we get some extra mana back in later turns. Yeah, it's really good to have this on turn 1 or turn 2 sometimes, just to get the siege rolling, because we need and we want to have some landmarks because of my second favorite card in the set, Astrapi Reka Hexa. You create 3 mana seed tokens in your landmarks, then you gain 1 boost per card in your landmark zone. This build can easily already have 2 landmarks, so this will become a 6/6 for 5/5/5, and you have 3 mana seed tokens, so you can get it back. Effectively meaning you get a 5/5/5 for 3 cost, which is ridiculously strong in this deck to close out the games. So it's really good. Also, the mana seed tokens help getting your arrowed reefs from the field, so you can resupply those armor jammers. You can sacrifice as well. They will remove to the battlefield. They can sabotage, and you get 2 seeds left to use in the next turn. When you replay this, you get 5 mana seeds up, 6 mana spent, a 5/5/5. It can create a really crazy turn, specifically in the late game. If you need to close that 1 expedition lead, you can even go Astrapi into Astrapi, have 10/10/10 of stats, 5 mana still left. It's really insane. This card is really busted. We run permanents, so I run the Adamant Receptionist. You may exhaust a permanent you control to sabotage. Things like the Armor Jammer, the Reef, they don't do a lot as they are in your landmark zone. With this card, you just tap them and get another sabotage out. We really want to get the card advantage keeps going for us, so we are sabotaging a lot, we're drawing a lot with those cards. Yeah, it's really great. Sometimes you cannot use your Cable Car Station as well, then you use this card. It's really good to get some control. Next, we have the Ascended package. We draw when things are ascended, so having things ascended, it's great. Specifically, if you are first, Gargoyle, put it on the other side. You have both expeditions ascended, and your opponent needs to get well, two characters out to make sure that you don't draw on turn 1 or maybe on turn 2. And yeah, it's very welcome addition to have that. The Gargoyle, just a 2 mana 2/3/0 with a hand expedition extends. It doesn't have to be the expedition he gets in, so sometimes I play this on the left and ascend the right, or vice versa. It is really a good card. Then I run the common Ascended Trooper, the same from hand. If I'm an Ascended Expedition, it gains 1 boost, and otherwise it's Expedition Ascends. This card really helps getting your other expedition that is not ascended, or it's a 2 mana 3/3/3 from hand. It's really stable. It's really good. I used to have this in the rare, but I find that in the common this works really well, and that's because I run the Ugly Duckling rare. This card, yeah, it's phenomenal. You got a 1 mana 1/0/1. Or you got a 2 mana 2/1/2 that also ascends. It's versatile. It's all you need, because the other 2 cards I just showed you are 2 drops. This is a 1 drop to accompany with it. So on turn 1, you drop the Trooper or the Gargoyle on the Companion Expedition. You ascend over there, and then where's my Duckling? Then you get the Duckling on your Hero Expedition. You have both Expedition ascended, and you will probably draw a card as well. This is a really good early start, getting the cards advantage in, and hopefully get your landmarks up and running by turn 3 or 4. Next to it, I got the Trooper. We still want to have some 1 drops to play with the 2 drops permanents with the 2 ascended things. So this is also to have that 2 play character on turn 1. It's really good. Then my uniques. I got a GN just because they have a permanent ability I can trigger. So I can draw, I can sabotage, I can do a removal. Yeah, this is just a 2-mana 3/3. It's great. It's like a Frog Prince that I can resupply with. Yeah, it's not the most overpowered card, but it helps this deck really, really well. Same, I got another Gion with a resupply and with a token in a Companion Expedition. And this is actually really great for... So the resupply is nice, and they create an Orders Soldier token in your Companion Expedition. On turn 1, you play this card and you have 2 bodies on the field already. And if you got a 1-drop with it, you probably will go 2-1 or 2-0 for sure. Let's see, and the last unique I got, and this is a really, really nice one, is a Daughter of Naos with Arrow Anchored. You may exhaust a permanent you control or card in your reserve, and if you do Sabotage, again I can do from reserve another Sabotage. But when my expedition moves forward, draw a card. That's where it's all about. If I have this on the field, I can use my Cable Car to move its expedition and draw. And if that's also an Ascended Expedition on the start of my turn, like the Hero Expedition is normally, this card was anchored from the previous turn, I activate my Cable Car, I even draw 2. It's really good, it's really strong, and it helps me in a lot of situations. So, as I said, this is one of my favorite games to play, decks to play currently, with Astrapi being really a good finisher, with a lot of control, with a lot of ascent, so we can get quickly as well. And the permanent package with the Signet and the Western Wind is so good to well, get in there. Also make sure that the expedition you move forward or backwards is really handy for your cards if you have a need of mountain, or you're in a mountain and you draw like this Gion, it doesn't have mountain, you can switch your expedition so they are always favorable to you. It's one of the tricks I use, specifically also for the water in the Gargoyle and the Reika Investor, or sometimes I just want to win and I get to the mountain for the Niles. It's really good to make sure that the expeditions switch. Just note that the Axiom Signet will also put 2 more counters on the Cable Car, so you draw and you have 2 more counters. So that way you can, well, just use one Cable Car station to get the power in as well. So yeah, that's the deck. I really love this. I would suggest that if you want to play and print it out, that you can still do that at the moment. And let me show you some gameplay after this as well. So let's start a match. So we have this as a starting hand, and I'm looking at the Gargoyle and the Orders Trooper, a 2 cost and a 1 cost to get the double progression. Well, maybe early on, at least making sure that my opponent needs to play into the hero side, so I can maybe draw a card on the companion side. I know it's a Kojo player that is playing a Foundry, so I'm thinking about keeping the Reef as well, because that's the I can remove something from there to cost very easily, get myself some permanence up. So I think that's are the cards I need to keep. So I'm starting with the Orders Trooper to the Hero Expedition. They answer it with a card of their own, and I will ascend the Companion Expedition to make sure that I get a 1/1 over here, but at least draw a card from the Gargoyle. That way I can start the card advantage really early on. I get an Investor, which, well, can be good at the moment, specifically based on the left side with the forest, right side on forest and the mountain on the left. I will remove the element, because I don't have a thing I can do. Over here I'm trying to see what they are doing. I can cast Duckling into the companion expedition as well to get a 2-1 lead. Over here they are resupplying, they get 3 cards in reserve and already destroying their own card advantage a little bit here. Still they are still close. I can get a early lead, but they set up a haven that can be problematic in the long run. Luckily, I draw a Axiom Signet. I remove the Adamant again because I don't have any landmarks yet. I will start off so that they don't get any value at all from a haven. Create a bug, remove haven, and for 3 mana I'm still looking really good. They used the lookout, they got an extra boost, and they play and draw an extra card from the shell. I want another card draw, so I remove the shell over there, making sure that there is no character facing me, and I will get a simple 1-1 with an extra draw. And I finally draw into my Cable Car Station, which I tend to set up this turn, so next turn I can draw. Over here I get also the Jammer, which is great, and the Astrapi. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I can set up some landmarks this turn and put it Astrapi into work next turn. They get another draw over here. I get the Sabotage and don't want to have extra Foundry mechanics over here, which is at the moment really good. I know I can get a 2-1 as well because I can play the Duckling, making sure that it ascends. Well, I lose here 1-2, but I got everything up. I will remove my Sabotage to get the Rika Fisherman out of the way. And for next turn we are looking really well. Here I draw my Unique and another Duckling. I'm looking at, do I want to play Cable Car, yes or no, to draw another card. I tend not to do this because on the Companion Expedition the Unique is working perfectly over there. I will tap all of my mana seeds to, well, make sure that there is nothing going on with my mana this turn. I will play the Gian, getting the resupply and the token in. They will probably exhaust the Trooper and I will get the Duckling in, making sure that it ascends and I got a lot of stats and win on both sides over here. But this is the typical game of my deck. We get in with some aggressive strategies and it's working really well. So, thank you for watching this deck guide of Fen Cable Car Station. I know that Audit is not continuing their game. There is a Fen community project. I am also looking into that as well. If you like this content, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed so far all my videos. I am the Bravos Header and I hope to see you soon.